Hello, Andrew here from the Harmony Music Center Campfire Guitar Class. In this video I want to talk to you about some of the fundamentals of guitar that are important to understand. First of all, we have three things to keep track of, and they're all numbered. The first is strings, and we count the strings 1 through 6, starting with the first string, which is the thinnest string closest to the floor when you're playing. So we count the strings 1, next up is 2, 3, 4, 5, and the thickest string closest to your head when playing is 6. The second important thing is our fingers, and we're going to count the fingers of the hand that you press the strings down with, as opposed to the strumming hand. The 1 is index, 2 is middle, 3 is ring, and 4 is pinky. And the third thing to keep track of is the frets. 1, 2, 3, etc. In the beginning of our class, we'll just focus mainly on the first 3 frets. And when we talk about frets and fingers and strings, we're going to press down the strings with our finger. Let's take our third finger, which is the ring finger, and let's look at the strings. Let's go up to the 4th string, so we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's go to the 3rd fret. So if we count the frets 1, 2, 3, and put our ring finger right on that fret, we're going to bring our finger back in the space before the fret that's closer to the top of the neck here. So now we've got our 3rd finger on the 4th string at the 3rd fret. And what we want to do is we want our finger to arch around and come straight down on the string, really on the tip of our finger. And in the beginning, if you play for 15-20 minutes, your fingers will get sore, but over time you'll develop calluses, and then it's easier to play and it won't hurt so much. And the reason that we're arching our finger and coming down straight onto the string that way is so that we don't lean the finger over and touch adjacent strings. We only want to touch that one string. Once we have our finger in the right place, we're going to press down on that string until the string and our finger goes all the way down to the wood. And then we can play that string with the right hand pick, and it will give a clear sound. So that is strings and fingers and frets. Another important thing is the pick. So here's the pick that I use. It's kind of a larger triangle. Most people use a little bit smaller teardrop shaped pick. And what you want to do with the pick is sort of thumbs up like this, and then take the pointy side of the pick and have it come out the side of your thumb like that, and then take your index finger and curl that around, and then you're going to hold the pick between your thumb and your index finger. And then you're going to take that position and you're going to point the tip of the pick right at the strings and bring your arm to the guitar. And kind of the crook of your elbow is going to come over the top of the guitar, and you're going to bring the pick down somewhere over the sound hole. This is the sound hole, and it could be a little bit back here at the edge of the sound hole here. It's best to take your fingers and close them in more of a fist, and that gives a little bit more flexibility and looseness of motion. So that's the way to hold the pick. So those are some of the basics that are important to start out with. The position of the guitar, you can see I have a strap that I'm using. Most people with their guitars, if you're not using a strap, you're going to take this part of the guitar here. That's called the waist. And you're going to put that on your right leg, and it's going to be out from the crease of where your leg meets your torso, maybe about 6 inches. And then we're going to lean the top edge of the guitar back and then drape the elbow around like I mentioned. And you can see, like this guitar, the neck is about parallel to the floor. It might be a little bit higher than that. Everybody's different. You'll find your own optimal position. Because for me, this is a large guitar, if I play it without a strap, you can see my shoulder, it forces my arm up and my shoulder is high. So because it's large, I like to use a strap, and then I can hang it down a little bit lower, and that's more comfortable for me. So there's definitely some ergonomics to guitar, and we can talk more about that, and I can help you with your position. The important thing is to be comfortable while you're playing. And then with the left hand, what we're going to do, it's good to have the top kind of up here at the top of the neck, and then we can hang our wrist down. We don't want to be craning the wrist out in this way and causing strain in the wrists, and we don't want to be back like this. We want the wrist to kind of hang naturally below the neck, and the thumb is a good way to have that happen. And then we can bring the fingers over, around. So those are some of the fundamentals. We will go over this and many other things in class. Have fun, and I'll see you soon.